why you can't remember being a baby. You remember your first day at school. You probably remember your first friend, maybe even your first kiss. But there are 3 entire years of your life that are almost completely missing. Not blurry, not faded, gone. It's as if someone pressed delete on the beginning of your story. And here's the strange part. Your brain didn't lose those memories. It erased them. Imagine meeting your mother for the very first time, hearing her voice, taking your first step, laughing for the first time, crying because you were scared. Every one of those moments happened. Every one of them changed who you became, yet you can't remember a single one. Why? Scientists call this childhood amnesia. For more than a century, they've tried to answer one simple question. Why would the brain throw away some of the most important moments of our lives? The answer is surprising. Your brain wasn't broken, it was under construction. The first reason is something called the hippocampus. Think of it as your brain's memory librarian. Every experience you want to remember has to pass through it, but when you were born, that librarian was still learning the job. Your hippocampus spent the first few years constantly building new brain cells. That's great for learning, but terrible for keeping memories. Imagine writing your favorite story in a notebook while someone keeps replacing the pages. Eventually, the story disappears, not because it wasn't written, because the pages kept changing. But that isn't the whole story. Here's something even stranger. Babies experience the world long before they have words for it. Think about your happiest memory. You probably describe it with language. I was at the beach. My dad picked me up. My birthday party. Language doesn't just help you communicate, it helps organize memories. A baby can feel love, fear, happiness, pain. But without words, those experiences never become the kind of memories you can replay later. They're more like emotions floating through the brain, powerful, but impossible to file away forever. And then comes the biggest change of all. When you're a baby, you don't really know that you're you. That sounds impossible, but it's true. You haven't built an identity yet. You don't see yourself as the main character of your own story. And that's important, because memories aren't just records of events, they're records of things that happened to you. Without a stable sense of self, your brain has nowhere to attach those experiences. It's like trying to save photos before creating a photo album. So during your first few years, 3 huge things happen at once. Your memory system is rebuilding itself. Language is changing how your brain stores information, and your identity is only beginning to exist. It's the perfect recipe for forgetting. But here's the twist. This wasn't a mistake. It was probably one of evolution's smartest ideas. Think about how much a baby learns: how to walk, how to talk, how faces work, how emotions work, how gravity works, how other people behave. Every single day creates thousands of tiny experiences. If your brain permanently stored every cry, every diaper, every time you dropped a spoon, your mind would be overwhelmed with useless details. So evolution made a trade. Keep the learning, delete the noise. And maybe that's why none of us remember being babies. Not because those years didn't matter, but because they mattered so much that your brain transformed them into something even more valuable. Not memories, you. Everything you learned during those invisible years became part of your personality, your instincts, your emotions, your way of seeing the world. The memories disappeared, but the person they created never did.